What's going on, everybody? My name is Obina, one half of the Asika Bros. On this channel with my brother Chima, we make content on business, finance, and wealth building. But today we have a special announcement. It's finally here. Yes, it's finally here. The stock series that we've been long talking about is finally here. I know we've been getting a lot of questions on when is it going to come out, what type of content, but it's here. This is episode 1. So we just thank y'all for waiting this long, but rock with us. We're going to be covering a lot. We're going to be starting from the beginning level of investing and trading and a whole bunch of things in the stock market all the way up to the advanced. So if you're a beginner, please don't skip. Start from episode 1, which is this episode, and work your way all the way down the series as it comes out. In this series, we're going to be covering everything from what is a stock, where to buy a stock options, stock trading, long-term investments, what stock to look for, what industries to look for. And if you have any other questions as you're watching the series that you want answered in the next video, please drop a comment down below. And please also like and share and subscribe to the channel. Let's build a community and let's all grow and gain this knowledge together. Come on. To start off, I want to say that everybody should be investing in the stock market in some way, form, shape, or another. Just to let you guys know that the stock market has been steadily increasing and millennials are missing out. So let me share with you guys some shocking. I'm gonna pull my iPad closer, just let y'all know I'm actually have some notes here which I'm going to be going over just to make sure the content is as sharp as possible. So the stock market has been rising steadily, but the millennials in particular are not reaping the benefits. So I'm going to show you guys some quick numbers here. So we can look at here at this graph, right? So this graph shows Q2 2020 corporate equities and mutual fund wealth in the United States. So this is the people who own the stock market. Let's start by looking at it by race. By race, about 89.1% of them are whites, 1.2% are black, 0.5% are Hispanic, and 9.3% are others. And we can look by college education. When we look by education, we see that college is the predominant one. But what's the most interesting one is this stat right here is by income percentile. So the top 1% actually own about 41% of the stock market. That's a lot. And the 80 to 99 percentile, which is the other top 20, own about 44% of the stock market. So combined, that tells us that the top 20% of earners own about like 85% of the stock market, which is a lot. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that everybody can participate and also provide for their family and provide for generations to come. So in this series, we hope to give you guys knowledge that will enable you guys to change that and just grow your wealth as we're growing our wealth too. So we all know in March that the stock market crashed once the coronavirus was literally everywhere. We saw it tank literally all end of March. We actually made a video right on March 20th, which is one of the worst days in stock market history, about why you should invest right now. We just started off. We didn't get a lot of viewers, but we was trying to educate the people then. But we're here today. It's not too late. It's never too late. So you can still get started. So if you invested in the stock market right before it crashed, it only took you 3 months to recover. That's not a long time. A lot of people thought this was going to last forever. They thought they're just going to lose all their finances and wealth, but that's not true. If you invested at the peak of the market right before the crash, now we're talking end of February, early March, right when the stock market hit its all-time high, it only took you 6 months to recover. Now what does that tell us? People are so afraid of things going down, they don't even see what's coming at them. The stock market has 100% recovered since that time, and it's soaring. Even though it does have its own market corrections, it's been going steadily up, and it's going to continue to rise as businesses are forming, as good products are being developed. We're actually living through a very, very special time. I can't stress this enough. We're living through a scientific revolution, which in history usually causes the stock market to go up, and it's a shift of I guess, wealth for where consumers are placing their money and when people are investing. So we're living through the digital age right now, and we're also living through a pandemic, which means we're living through a recession. Typically during a recession, the stock market crashes with stimulus and new things that enter into the stock market and the economy, stimulus bills, and all these things that are passing, the money has to go somewhere. The money usually flows to the stock market, to gold, now even to crypto. And this is very interesting because not only are we living through a scientific revolution, I think this is a scientific revolution going on right now, but we're also living through a recovery of recession. So those are two different catalysts that are really catapulting the stock market. And if you weren't invested since March, or if you haven't invested really so far, like, you have missed out on a lot of gains, I'm gonna put a graph here. You probably already put the graph here on the screen of showing how crazy the stock market has recovered and the type of percent returns you could return on some of these ETFs, which we're going to talk about what those are, and stocks. 100%, 200%, 300%, 1,000, 2,000. It has been crazy, and we don't want you guys to miss out anymore. So we're going to make sure that you get the best, and ask as many questions as possible. Please leave comments, like, share, all of that. Also, just to put things into perspective, post World War II, for the recession, it took about 17 months to recover. It didn't take nearly as long to recover from this recession. So that should just put things into perspective on the type of run we just had. This has been a historical run from March until now. So let's keep investing, let's keep learning. And part of this run has been due to the new Robinhood investors. Thank you, new Robinhood investors, and all you new WEBULL investors. You guys have made a difference in this historic run in the stock market, and it also shifted the wealth, some of it away from institutions to retail investors, which are like people like me and you, people who buy every day as regular people are called retail investors. So some of that wealth has been shifted to us, and we have a little bit more control of the market than we did before. If you're watching this, you've probably been seeing a lot of things going on with GameStop, AMC, and a whole bunch of different stocks that you probably don't have any clue what's going on, or you may do. You may have read and researched, but we're going to cover all of that, and you're going to learn so much in this series. We're actually really excited for this, so let's begin. One last thing before we begin. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting before we get to the really good part, but yes, everything I said should confirm to you that everybody needs to be invested in the stock market some way, somehow. You as a consumer affect the stock market whether you realize it or not. When you're buying goods, when you're out and about, when you're shopping online, when you're using your technologies, when you're doing any of that, you are affecting the stock market as a consumer. Consumerism is really what drives our economy here in the United States. So please, 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 please do not just skip this video. Keep watching and please start investing. So that wraps up the introduction to the series, guys. I'm so glad that we finally got to it. We are going to make some gains this year in 2021. So stay tuned. Once again, my name is Obina, one half of the Seeker Bros. On this channel, we make videos about business, finance, and wealth building. You're going to see videos from my brother Chima as well as also seeing videos with both of us in it too. So stay tuned. Until next time. Peace.